for the first time, I was trying to calm the things down, especially at a time where he's involved. Ashwin wasn't pleased with whatever he said something in the press or something like that. Ashwin told me on the ground. Obviously, I had no clue about it. So I didn't know what to make of it. I was laughing about it, but Ashwin wasn't too impressed. So he let him know, not using any bad words, honestly. He was, I think he told me he was pretty disappointed with what he said, and it's important to accept defeat the way it is, and things like that. So just general, you know how Ashwin is. He's to the point. He can really strike you well, and he doesn't need to say bad words. So that's exactly what happened. And later on, I told James that it's fine. These things happen, so let's move on with it.
Well, Mr. Gavaskar, what do you make of all of this, and especially Virat, who even jokingly said in the PC for the very first time, I was calming things down?
Well, things do happen sometimes on the field, and at that stage, it's good for the umpires to step in. Always better if the captain can come in and ensure that calm prevails. I think that's what Virat did. So, which is again, full marks to him for doing that.
Now, interestingly, by the logic that Anderson used, former South African captain Graeme Smith had a very interesting point. Smith asked, is Jimmy Anderson saying he can only bowl in English conditions? Talking about, of course, this entire controversy or whatever it is. It's not really a controversy. Now, Cook defended Anderson's comment, saying that Ashwin sticking up for his captain was slightly unnecessary.
Yeah, it was a bit of a sour end, really. I think a bit disappointing end in terms of how well the spirit between the both sides had been played. It was clearly reference to what Jimmy had said yesterday, which is kind of going to get blown out of all proportions that it can do here. I think it was just stating a fact, which probably, if you ask Virat, is probably quite true. But yeah, it was obviously sticking up for their captain, which I just thought was slightly unnecessary.